Scooby-Doo always makes me feel less than intelligent because I can never work out how the monster, as it were doing the things it was doing. And that's certainly the case with Scooby-Doo Haunted Holidays. This was released in 2012, directed by Victor Cook, written by Michael Ryan, and of course we have the brilliant Frank Welker as Scooby-Doo. And this is set in a department store, in a toy store, and we have this kind of evil snowman being, this kind of frosty character who is wreaking havoc, causing problems, threatening the livelihood of the toy store and of course of the individual who owns the store. And as luck would have it, the Mystery Machine gang are there to help solve the problem and solve the mystery. As I said, I didn't work out what it was, and even when kind of it was revealed who it was, I was sitting thinking, okay, but how did you manage to pull this off? And how did you pull this off? What I find very interesting, I'm not for a second going to say who it was or how they did it. I'm not going to spoil it. But what I find really interesting is that, and it's only really occurred to me now as an adult, that a lot of the things that these people do in order to pull off these monster guises, when the gang explain you did this by doing XYZ, a lot of it is reasonings that would completely go over the younger viewer's head. They could completely say gobbledygook a lot of the time, and it wouldn't make a difference to the target audience. And that's not something I remember thinking as a child, and certainly it didn't hinder my enjoyment as a child, but it's just something as an adult that I've observed. And that's definitely true here as well. The quality of the animation is perfectly fine. It feels like a Scooby-Doo cartoon. I say that because a lot of popular cartoons will have these kind of holiday specials, and maybe the production quality isn't as good, but I didn't get that impression here. It's 20 something minutes, and it does feel quite Christmassy. We have various Christmas figures in this, and snowy scenes, and of course the toy store is a really great location for it because what tragically is more Christmassy than a toy store at Christmas? They do feel like a child's wonderland full of wish lists and Santa Clauses, and definitely a location where a lot of Christmas films were set. Haunted Holidays was not perfect. I did feel like the first 10 minutes or so were quite dull, uh, but once it got truly underway, I thought it was alright. It was pretty decent. It felt Christmassy enough to be a holiday special, which again sounds like a really obvious thing, but there are plenty of animations that release holiday specials, and there's next to no Christmas in them when they're meant to be Christmassy. But this one, no, definitely had some Christmas vibes. I didn't work out the who, what, why, where, when, or how, which meant that I, even as an adult, found it quite fascinating, which is something that I think is brilliant with animation, because sure, a lot of animations nowadays are aimed at children, but a lot of them are also appealing to adults, particularly with the nostalgic feel as well. Scooby-Doo Haunted Holidays may not be perfect, but I definitely still enjoyed it.